Hello and welcome to FIFA Saved My Life. Thank you very much for joining me today on this day of, well, rumours. We had rumours all day long. We're going to get a Kingsley Coman, we're going to get a David Luiz. Were the rumours too good to be true? Well, no, they weren't. They were absolutely spot on. We've got a objection Kingsley Coman, and we also have a David Luiz SBC. The David Luiz SBC has now officially broken my club. I've literally put in anything and everything I'm never going to use, or I may not use, just to get in, because I had about 20,000 coins. So with 20,000 coins, I managed to get myself a David Luiz, because he's just David Luiz, isn't he? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a review with you. I've played a few games with him. I had to eventually resort to going on to a friendly because every time I started playing someone, they rage quit. I don't know what it is today. There seems to be a lot of rage quitters around, but I managed to get a full game out on Rivals at one point, and then just about 5 or 6 rage quits. So I went on to I find that if you go on the friendlies, especially around the 6-7 o'clock mark, people do tend to play the full game because they want to get a free pack. So yeah, I'm only using what I have to. But he was good. He had Pele and people like that, so it was a good test of our David Luiz. And you will see around us we have the highlights. So before I do so, make sure you hit a like and a subscribe, my friends. We are up to 2,125 subscribers. 2,125. That is amazing. So thank you very much for anybody who has subscribed. I really do appreciate it, and don't forget, we give 50% of our profits here at FIFA Save Our Life to Mind the charity for mental health and well-being. So there you go. It is a good thing that you do. It doesn't cost you anything, and I get to give 50% of my profits to charity. So let's hit the road and go into the Rivals. He is a 94. He's coming in at just over 640 grand at the moment. 640 grand. It's a lot. For those who have gone out and done themselves an Ousmane Dembele recently, I would imagine you didn't have a lot left to go out and do a David Luiz, unfortunately, but he is, he looks great on the surface of it. So he is 94 overall. He has 6'2". He does have medium, which I wondered whether it'd be a problem, but it is not in any way, shape, or form. It's actually very good. He is partnered up with Sergio Ramos. So Sergio Ramos has a little bit of a trait of wandering off a little bit and jumping forward, so I have to put him on conservative. I would recommend David Luiz doing exactly the same, because you don't have a high defensive, you have an equal medium. I would put him on conservative, which would mean he does go walkabout far less often. He has a right foot on him. He has 3-star, which is great, and not bad at all. In fact, his stats are looking really good. He literally has 3 yellows. Everything else is green, super green. We have 89 pace. He is a rapido defender. Actually, to be fair, he doesn't feel that fast in game. He does feel a little bit slow, so I'm going to have to find some coins at some point, but myself an anchor, I would say, is probably the best one on this one. You don't need a shadow, that's a dead certainty. Maybe an engine, but probably an anchor would be not the worst idea I've had today. So he's 89 pace overall and 84 acceleration, 91 sprint speed. The 84 acceleration is why he feels quite sluggish. He takes a little while to get going, and he also has quite a big body frame. So yeah, I would definitely stick on something that's going to, sort of speed him up a bit. Again, you might, it depends on how super fast you do want him, but you might want to stick a shadow on him, but I think that's a bit of a waste. We've got shooting wise, here's his first 2 yellows. He's got 66 tackle position, 67 finishing, not a problem. He actually did score a header for me, although it was ruled as an own goal, which was ridiculous, and I was raging because due to the fact that Alexander-Arnold actually headed it into his own goal after the ball had hit the back of the net almost. It was ridiculous, so I'm counting it as a goal. He has 99 shot power, he has 89 long shots, 77 volleys and 92 penalties, so he can be your penalty taker. He can also be your free kick taker because he's got 90 free kicks as well. He does have 84 vision and 80 crossing. He does have 91 short passing, 97 long passing. His passing was superb. I was just giving him a go and spraying it all over the park, and you know what, where I wanted it to go, it went. He was great. You can sell a dummy, you can tackle, you can do anything with this card. I am so very impressed with it. Not the price, but the everything else. You got 83 curve there, making up the rest of that passing stat. You've got 88 dribbling. He's got 82 agility. Again, his last but not least yellow is 70 balance, which I don't really get. I think he's more than strong on the ball. He's got 96 reactions, 99 ball control. That is why he feels so good on the ball. He's like having an extra midfielder in there. He's got 82 dribbling and 96 composure. That is a phenomenal stats for a defender there, guys. Probably only really Sergio Ramos, who I've got in the team, and Virgil van Dijk's cards probably do better than that. You've got interceptions there at 96. You've got heading accuracy at 92. Again, I had a couple of blistering headers go either in the goal or wide of the goal. So yeah, not a problem with his heading ability. He has 90 defensive awareness. Again, like I said, if you're going to stick an anchor on him, that would sort that out anyway. He has 95 stand tackle and 92 slide tackle, which is more than good enough. He stopped everything that came towards him. The only thing that I'd say is he did feel a bit slow. You know, he really did. When someone was running at him, you thought, right, I'm going to tackle him. And that's not a problem. But the problem being is if they did get past him, he felt a little bit sluggish to get going. He has 92 physical. What a surprise. He has 93 jumping. He has 77 stamina. That is close to being very bad, isn't it? Because he's a defender, it doesn't make all the difference in the world. But I'm going to say this now. I was probably into about the 75th, maybe 80th minute, and I noticed in both games that I played with him, number one, they were asking me to take him off, and number two, he slowed down a little bit more as well, so his stamina did come into play a little bit. Not a problem with the second game. I was winning that. Not really a problem with the first game because I was absolutely losing that one. So there you go. He's got decent strength there at 94 and aggression at 99. I'm sure he has some traits, which is powerful free kick taker. He has long passer and a long shot taker as well. So again, from corners, you're going to win headers with this guy. If it gets a knockdown, he's got the composure and the shot strength to knock it in the back of the net. So he's going to add different stuff all over the pitch. You can pass with this guy, you can tackle with him, you can spray the ball around a little bit, and you can shoot with him when it comes to corners. This is an amazing card. If any of you didn't get Virgil van Dijk in TOTS or one of his special cards and you're looking for a Premiership absolute premium defender, this is your premium defender. This is your chance to get a premium defender. Now, I didn't look at how long it's out. I'm guessing because it's expensive, it's probably out forever. I don't know. Maybe you can put down below. I didn't take any notice of it. I've only just thought of it. But if he is out forever, then yeah, definitely work him as fast as you can so you can enjoy him as fast as possible. But I genuinely love this card. I loved it last year. I had his flashback last year and I had him all the way to the end. I really love David Luiz. I did have absolutely no coins when his flashback came out this year, and I was devastated / gutted. So for me, it gives me a chance to get him back, bit like Bruno Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva yesterday, I get to get him back, and yeah, I'm pretty much going all Premiership, other than I've got down the little left side, I've got Mendy, I've got in the centre, I've got Ramos with Vinicius Jr. down the left as well, so I've got a little L of La Liga players. Everywhere else I've got Premiership players all over the place, and it looks great, and they're pretty much all Summer Heat ones as well, so it looks really terrifying to the opponents. I think that's probably why I got an awful lot of rage quits. But on this guy, do you go out and spend 600 grand on David Luiz? Yes, you do. He is phenomenal. If you can find a way of getting 600 grand together, you have a spare 600 grand, you have players that you don't mind putting in there, and you can get him done. He's 288, an 84 and an 82. No special cards required, although I did stick some in because that's all I had. But that is decent for a 94 rated centre back of his ilk. Not very long ago, we paid over 500,000 coins for Eder Militao, and Eder Militao is not as good as this card. So I know it's further on, it's another month down the line, but genuinely a lot of good value in this card, especially if you're looking to do weekend leagues and that and trying to improve yourself. A defender of this standard will help. There you go, guys. That is my review. I'm saying go out and get him if you can. If you can't, work towards him, do a little bit of a grind, do the old 92s, 96 to 92s and all that, and see what you can do. But I would highly recommend him. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, take care of yourself, and if you can, find someone you can. Bye bye.